Hey there and welcome to this training video. Okay, so picking up where we left off, I showed you an introduction to all of these pages. Now the next thing is create edit templates. Okay, now to begin with, all of these pages that are there, they have a shortcode. Okay, so even though we're walking you through a process to create these pages, in a simple fashion like this with the preloaded templates, all of them are based off of a shortcode. So if you wanted to just take this shortcode and add it to another page or combine these pages into multiple things, like a lot of this, I'll be honest with you, is some of it's not a lot of it, some of it is breaking it down to the ridiculous. Like some of these can be merged together, and I'm not going to give you advice on which to do or how to add them together, but if you don't want to have 20 pages in your footer and you want to just add them together, well, then this is how you would do it. You can just make one page or a couple pages and then just keep pasting in these shortcode IDs, and it'll just make the page longer and longer. So super easy. I still think that if you wanted to do it that way, because as you can see now, we've got quite a bit of templates, to merge them and get everything you need, I still believe 100% you could get this done in 10 minutes or less. So in comparison to everything else that we compared this to, the expired plugins, the ones that are feature lacking and just lame, and then obviously manually doing this with HTML and trying to convert it and worrying about extra characters and that whole mess, it's still super fast. Okay, so this was the best solution that we came up with. Hope you agree. If not, give your feedback. Now the bottom here you'll see is what I did here is it says create a template, and that template is simply going to be shortcode driven, but this can be anything. And why I wanted to add this is because there's going to be some people that want to add in on a post by post, page by page basis, like just a little snippet, maybe just like this is endorsed. This is an endorsed or sponsored post or endorsed or sponsored page. The stuff above we can't be held responsible for, yada, yada, yada. Maybe you want to add a page by page or post by post specific type disclaimer or policy or something like that, or disclosure of some sorts. This is where you do that. So you would create it. Let's just name it, test. And then let me put something in here. Maybe just something simple like that. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank here, so I just want to show you this real quick. So click on save. And then what will happen is I named it something that we'll be able to find real quick. See, so test. So if I want to now paste that into any page or post, grab the shortcode, right click copy or control C on Windows, and then add it into any page or post that you want to put it. It's super simple, really cool. I think this is going to allow flexibility for those who need it. And then if you needed to change that, you just click on edit, and then boom, it loads it up here, and then you just pick up where you left off. Okay, so that's that feature. All right, we got one more, so bear with me, and that's create pop-ups. Now, I mentioned earlier that we have a forced terms of service page. Now, this is very important because some websites you're going to need to require this, right? You're going to need to require that they agree to this to start viewing the website, to view this page, to view this specific post. Think of, if you're putting something that is not 100% legitimate for somebody 18 or younger, then you could simply lock down just this individual page with a pop-up. How cool is that? You can have you can have unlimited amount of pop-ups. I'm super excited about this, so it's kind of spilling over. But I just think that this is an amazing feature because two things. One, you can have unlimited pop-ups. Two, you can lock down any page, any post, and make the pop-ups that are locking those down completely different. So how cool is that? Just really wrap your brain around that for a second. So if we wanted to, display, what we're going to do is we're going to whip one up real quick. And we're going to put that test snippet that I just created inside of there. Okay, so let's put that in there. And let's call this, let's just call it pop-up 1, right? and then save. And then you'll see that we should have us now one of them pop-ups. All right, so here's the pop-up now. We can add this to any page. So let's Control C that in Windows, or right-click copy. And then we're going to go over here to Pages, and I'm just going to create a new page and then add that to it. So let's go to Add New here, and then we'll go to Pop-up Test. Right, just call it something simple. All right, make sure all that's good. Publish that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the live site here. And you see that it is exactly what I put in. This post above is sponsored, is a sponsored post by 123product.com. You see it's inescapable. There is no way around it. And so what you have to do is, just like I showed you at the start of this by agreeing to using this plugin, I agree to the terms and conditions, accept. So how cool is that? You can use, which we have a specific terms of service template that works with this, which I pointed out earlier, which right next to it in parentheses it says a forced agreement. What that is that's the one that's built for, you know, you have to be 18 years old, or let's say that you agree to the fact that you're 18. You know, obviously, regardless if they're 18 or not, they're agreeing that they are, to be able to view the content behind it. This is anything that maybe is, you know, financial type information, beyond to, you know, whatever else. Hopefully, legit stuff on the, you know, on the up and up. So anyways, they have to agree and then accept, and then you see it unlocks the page. So this was one of the features that I absolutely loved that we added to this, because you know, it just takes away another element of, you know, the legalities of running any kind of website, really. So that wraps up the pop-up. I hope that I've covered everything now with you with all these new features. You know, above and beyond that, we have the support desk, and we're here for you guys if you need us. So you know how to get a hold of us. I'm going to cut it there. Thanks for watching.